Hello, my beautiful fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Welcome to this, your early February predictions video. Today, we're going to check out the energies that are influencing you for the next 15 days or so. Couple of little announcements and whatever else. I am currently traveling, so please excuse the disaster that is this video. I'm experiencing camera issues. If I do experience some camera issues, I'll be grabbing for the pause button. I do not edit my videos. So if you do see something weird going on, it is what it is. I've got a window open here because we're having HVAC issues. Not optimal, but I'm doing my best here for you guys. Okay. So 3 different readings today, one for Aries, one for Leo, one for Sagittarius. I will put timestamps down below. Please bear with me for a minute before you jump to the timestamps. I have to do all of this. Disclaimers, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a lawyer, I am not a certified financial advisor. So anything that you see or hear in this video that may be construed as specific advice to you, please keep in mind that you have free will. Please make choices that are in your own best interest and take responsibility for the choices and decisions that you make in your life. Anything else? No, I think that's it. All right. So each of the 3 videos today are going to consist of 6 cards. We're going to look at where you are at now. We're going to have a look at what you're focusing on. We're going to look at your difficult influences over the next 15 days or so. We're going to look at, well, we're going to pull a card for this makes sense. See what makes sense. We're going to have a look at unexpected influences as well as general overall outcome. You may want to check out some of the other videos in this video, because a lot of the times the various fire signs will have similarities in their readings. For example, yesterday, Gemini and Aquarius, I did record Gemini and Aquarius yesterday because yesterday was my birthday, so I recorded the Aquarius video on my birthday. Both Gemini and Aquarius had identical cards pulled for 2 of the 6 cards, which is absolutely amazing. So check out some of the other ones, look at the other areas of your charts. There may be sun, moon, rising, all of those funky things. All right. We're going to start with the Aries. And again, my desk is way smaller here than even at home, so you may see cards flying. It's going to be exciting. All right. Let's have a look for the Aries. Oh my God, I can't even get this far enough away from me so that I can work. This is just a nightmare. I'm going to have cards flying. I'm going to have to pick them up off the floor. I know that. All right, Aries. There's one card on the floor. I don't think this is going to work. I'm going to have to start over. Aries. All right, where are you now? We've got your card. I just have to pick it up off the floor. And actually, there's 2 cards here. Just a reminder that I do leave all of the cards face down so that as I'm actually turning them over and reading them, I'm also picking up intuitively and psychically additional energies. I will be talking about those additional energies. And as I talk about those additional energies, predictions will be coming in, and then I may turn over a card later on in the reading, which will help to confirm those energies. All right, so next card for the Aries is going to be what you're focusing on at this time. We've got one card that's jumped right out. What are the Aries focusing on? 1st of February through the 15th. Do we need another card? Yeah. All right, I knew there was another one in there for you guys. All right, so we've got 2 cards that come out for Aries. Let's have a look at your difficult influences. Okay, get in the flow, get in the flow. Difficult influences for the Aries for the first part of February 2023. And again, we have a card that's flown out. It's way over there on the floor. All right, excuse me. Let's look at this makes sense. Going over here for this makes sense. What makes sense for the Aries first part of February? Okay, we do have a card that's got caught up here. All right. Now we're going to look at your unexpected influences. Unexpected influences. Oh, I'm getting called over to the traditional tarot, which is a deck that I don't use a lot. Doesn't speak to me the same way that the other cards do, but we'll see what comes up for you, Aries. Unexpected influences for Aries, first part of February 2023. You have a card, please. Apparently not. Let's try again. All right, there we go. Yep, it did ultimately finally fall out. All right, let's have a look at your outcome. Aries, fire sign. First part of February, what are we looking at for the general overall outcome? Okay, we've got 1 card. Let's finish the deck. 2 cards. Ooh, all right. There we go. All right, Aries, let's actually start turning these cards over and see what we've got going on. All right, where are the Aries at right now? Okay, so the Aries have the 10, known as the wheel. Delays are over, sudden or unexpected. Good luck is where you're at now. However, right next to this card, we also have the 9 of swords, or 9 of winter, that you're focusing on the worst case scenarios. You're allowing your worry to grow out of proportion. Okay, these 2 cards are actually conflicting cards, Aries. You know, this is telling me that there's a duality going on for you, that you are in a state of flux or a state of conflict right now. You feel like there's some good luck coming to you, which is great and wonderful. And in the next moment, you're focusing on the fear. You're focusing on worst case scenario. Let me just adjust this for us. And, you know, this is the picture on the card. Again, I apologize for the quality of this video. I'm at my wit's end. Trying to work while traveling for your birthday is just turning into a nightmare. But anyway, the 9 of winter, or the 9 of swords, is telling me, like, you're looking outside of yourself. You're focusing on a whole bunch of jibber jabber that's coming in from outside of yourself, rather than focusing on your own intuition and what's going on for you in your own life. And so this is causing this duality for you. This card is indicating that, you know, there's unexpected good things coming to you. But if you continue to allow yourself to be caught up in this chatter that's coming in from everyone else, you're going to have some difficulty moving forward. Okay, and this is where you're at right now. So let's have a look at where you're headed for the first part of February 2023. Good things, a little bit of suppression. Okay, Aries, you have 2 opposite cards again. You've got the 10 of Wands here, which is suppression, which means you're all caught up in your own ropes and chains. You're caught up in your mind. Okay. You're caught up in a whole bunch of stuff coming in that's not yours. And then you've got the integration card over here. The integration card is, I would call this card the card of opposites. Okay. It corresponds with the Temperance card in the traditional tarot. So here you've got the sun and the moon, you've got the yin and the yang, you've got the swan and the eagle. You've got these opposites and this duality going on in a big way. Now, the integration card or the Temperance card is actually a really good card. It's all about tempering the things in our lives. It's about creating that balance in our lives, right? The yin and the yang is all about balance. The sun and the moon are all about balance. But you've also got the suppression card here, which is an indication that if you continue, how do I put this? This is where you're at now. You've got the wheel and you've got the 9 of swords. These two cards are cards of opposites. It's about being pulled in opposite directions. The universe is trying to tell you that you've got good things and good luck coming in, and yet you're focusing on the negative. And we know that our thoughts create our reality. So as the universe is trying to bring you all this good stuff over here, your thoughts are going, it's all bad. Okay. What you need to do is get out of this. How do you get out of this? You stop focusing on this. And yet the next 2 cards that I pulled is what you are focusing on right now as you move into early February. And you got cards that have almost identical meanings just from a different deck. Okay. So Aries, you're going to need to pull yourself out of this duality, out of this mindset of suppression, out of this concentration on the negative. The universe is trying to bring you balance. They're trying to bring you this temperance, but you're caught up in your mind. You're caught up in your own ropes and chains. So Aries, this is going to be a little bit of work for you for the first part of February 2023. Your difficult influences is the magic guardian. Unlock the magic within. Well, this card showing up in your difficult influences is indicating that you're having difficulty unlocking your magic. You're having difficulty finding your balance. You're having difficulty heading into this. The first 5 cards that we've looked at are definitely indicating you've got this duality going on, Aries, and you're going to have to really, really work towards unlocking the magic within. Now, are the cards indicating that this is impossible? No, they're indicating that these are the energies that are currently influencing you, and you have free will. Just like I mentioned at the very beginning of the video, we all have free will, and the cards have the opportunity to change and flux and flow through the month as we begin to change our mindset. Let's have a look at this makes sense. First light, beginning a new cycle. Right. The reason that this card makes sense in this reading right now is that you are being called out of the duality of the past, and you're being called to go into the future. You're being called to look at the magic, look at the luck and opportunities that are coming in. You're being called to look at this integration or this balance and temperance, which means that you are beginning a new cycle. Great news, right? So that is really, really positive. Let's look at unexpected influences. You've got the Knight of Pentacles. Now, the Pentacles oftentimes indicate, I'm just going to show you the card here, Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles often indicates financial abundance, good things coming in. This Knight is honorable, dependable, has determination. This is all about positivity is beginning to come in, specifically with regards to work and money. So this is an indication that things are going to turn around. This is a positive card for you, Aries. Yes. And as we move into the final outcome for February 1st to the 15th for you, Aries, as you do this inner work, you are definitely moving into the place of the master. The master has no number. The master has managed to overcome these hardships. And how does the master do that? They listen to their inner voice. So Aries, as you continue to listen to your inner voice, what these cards are telling me is that your general overall outcome by February 15th is that you will be the master of your own universe, but you have to get in the habit of listening to your own voice. As I mentioned, the first few cards that I turned over, you're listening to a bunch of chatter that's outside of yourself. And as you do that, it's confusing you, it's complicating things for you. What you need to do is tap into your own inner voice over here. And as you do, you're going to master whatever situation has been dogging you. Pretty good reading for you there, Aries. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. If you liked this content and it's resonated with you, please subscribe and let me know in the comments. I would love to have feedback about whether you are enjoying my videos or not. All right. We're going to move into the Leos in just a moment. Let me put all these cards away and we're going to clear the deck. Okay. Just cleanse and clear each of the cards. Okay, Leo, let's get started with you. I'm going to tap into your energy. Once again, Leo, let me apologize for this whole situation. I will be probably bending down and picking cards up off the floor because my work situation where I'm at right now as I'm traveling is a little bit upside down. So I apologize, and I do appreciate your patience, and I do appreciate you sticking around and watching the video for your predictions. I think that these predictions are very timely, and I think that they're really important and accurate this month for most people who have already watched some of the videos. So I do appreciate your patience with me. Let's have a look, Leo, at where you're at now. So I am recording this video at the very end of January 2023. Where are the Leos at now? All right, let's get started. Come on. So you guys showed me that you wanted to come out to play. Just a reminder that I do leave all of the cards upside down so that as I'm reading, I'm also picking up information intuitively and psychically, which I will add to your reading over and above what I'm seeing in the cards. And so as I'm making predictions and going forward with this, as I turn over the other cards, there's a little bit more weight on them once they confirm the intuition and the predictions, okay? Let's have a look at what you're focusing on right now. I'm actually getting called in two different directions, two different decks here. Where are we going? Yeah, we're going over here to these. Okay. Excuse me, Leo. Yep, we've got one card on the floor for what you're focusing on, Leo. Is there anything else? No, we've just got the one card coming out. Excuse me while I grab your card. Off the floor. I apologize. All right, let's have a look at your difficult influences, Leo. Difficult influences at this time, beginning of February 1st to the 15th for Leo, difficult influences. All right, we've got the cards starting to separate. There's one on the floor again. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. This is just crazy, just crazy. Okay, Leo, I've managed to get your card for your difficult influences off the floor. We'll try not to let that happen again, but no promises. Okay, let's have a look at what makes sense for you right now, okay? What makes sense for the Leos right now? Early February 2023, what makes sense? All right, well, apparently cards don't want to come out. Oh, as I said that, we had a card flip out. I don't know if you caught that on the camera or not. Is there anything else that the Leos need to know? Yep, and it's on the floor. Okay, so first card and second card. Like I said, I apologize. This is just crazy that I've got no desk in front of me to speak of to be able to. Let's have a look at your unexpected influences, Leo. Unexpected influences. We are going to go back to the fairy card over here. There's one. Unexpected influences for Leo. Is there anything else? We've got one card out. Anything else? No. All right. And general overall outcome. General overall outcome for early February 2023 for the Leos. Okay, we do have definitely that one caught on my finger. Is there anything else? Nope, doesn't appear to be. Okay, Leo, where are you at now? Staying focused, hold the course. All right, that one's pretty self-explanatory, Leo. That one is telling me that where you're at right now, you are somewhat contented. You are just holding the line. I do want to say that for some of you, what I'm picking up intuitively is that staying the course for some of you Leos right now is like you're just holding on by the fingertips or by the fingernails. For others, you're in a very contented place. Unfortunately, what I'm picking up for you is that about 2/3 of you are sensing that you are holding on by your fingertips or your fingernails, and that's what staying focused and staying or holding the course is. For some of you, for about 1/3 of you, you're kind of in that, yeah, I'm just straight and narrow. Almost, with some blinders on because you are just kind of holding on. Normally, I would pick up a lot of positivity in this card, but for the majority of you Leos right now at this time, end of January, I'm kind of picking up like you're just holding on. Let's have a look at what you're focusing on. Okay. Yeah. So what you're focusing on right now, you've got two cards. You've got the Awakening card, which is the number 12. And again, I apologize about the quality. I know there's reflections on the cards because of the lighting. So anyway, you've got the Awakening card. This card is the equivalent to the Hanged Man in the traditional tarot, and you've got the Six of Autumn. The Six of Autumn is the equivalent to the Six of Pentacles in the traditional tarot. What this is telling me is that at the beginning of February and moving February 1st through the 15th approximately, you're being asked to change the way that you're seeing things, change your perspective on things, the same way that when children hang on the monkey bars at the playground, they hang upside down. Everybody looks upside down. It's kind of fun. They have some, they have some fun with that, but it changes their perspective on things. So Leos right now at this time, you're being asked to change your perspective, change the way that you're looking at things, and begin to re-embrace. I'm not going to say embrace, begin to re-embrace your own uniqueness and your own power. Leo, this card is indicating that you're really not feeling or sensing your own sense of power right now. And this card is saying, as you begin to see things from a different perspective, you're going to re-embrace that power, the powerful lion that you actually are. The Six of Pentacles or Six of Autumn, the good you do comes back to you, and there is an opportunity for unexpected abundance at this time. But this card also has that sense of, needing to find some balance, because the Six of Pentacles is also about, if you owe someone money, pay it back. If someone owes you money, then perhaps embrace your own boundaries and ask for that money back. You know, when this card comes up, it's about creating that karmic balance. So that is your focus right now, Leo, for February 1st to the 15th. Change your perspective, see things differently. And as you do, you're going to have an opportunity to re-embrace the lion within yourself. But as you're doing that as well, you know, rebalance any karmic debts that might be out there. And let's look at your difficult influences. Oh my goodness. Leo, you got the same card as Aries in this position, the difficult influences. The chances of that happening are extremely, extremely slim. Unlock the magic within. This is what you're struggling with right now, Leo. You're struggling with unlocking your own magic. You're feeling blocked. Yeah, this is what I picked up here. Instead of reading this as a really positive card, I was reading this card more as, you know, the just holding on. And part of that is because your magic is being blocked. So that's not to say that you cannot unlock your magic. This is indicating that it is being blocked from you at this time. As you make choices and decisions and move forward through the month of February, you have the opportunity to change this and bring the magic back into your life. This makes sense. Okay. Leo, you are being asked to bring more intensity into your life right now. Okay. Do you know what that means? That means that this staying the course at the end of January, moving into early February, isn't really working for you. So instead, you are being asked to bring more intensity into your life, bring more action into what it is that you're doing. If you're looking towards manifesting something new, I want to say that for a lot of you, you are looking towards manifesting something new and moving forward in a big way in 2023. Now, you can't do that by sitting in the lotus position going, oh, my wish to manifest this. You have to actually bring the intensity and the action into what it is that you're doing. Okay. The other thing that you need to bring with you, Leo, is some patience. Okay. This card is not just a card of patience. This card to me is also the card of making sure that we're doing things at the right time. Okay, this is a card of phases. We've got the phases of the moon up here. We've got the woman represented and the phase of her life that she is in, which is the childbearing years. This is about making sure that as you are creating with intensity, that you are doing it in the right phase. Okay. That means paying attention to the phase of the moon. It means paying attention to the phase of the seasons, wherever you're at in the world. There are a lot of things to pay attention to, because if, take COVID, for example, would it have been a good idea to try and open a restaurant in late 2020? Probably not. Right? Really bad timing. So this is a card of timing. It's a card of making sure that your manifestation, the action that you're being called to take, the intensity that you are being asked to put into your actions, make sure that your timing is right, Leo. Okay? Pay attention to the timing as you go through early February. You've got the Princess of Swords here. Information is going to come into your life in mid to late February, but some of the information that you're going to get is not necessarily going to be what you want to hear. It's going to be what you need to hear. Okay. And again, I think that that is why you got these two cards together. You're being called to take more action to really create your manifestations. And I want to say, actually, for some of you, what's coming up, for some of you, this has the potential for a move. I think some of you are going to be moving, whether that be moving a job or moving a house. I'm thinking that this is more home and job or career rather than like moving out of a relationship. And you're being asked to do this consciously and intentionally with intention, but you're being asked to pay attention to the timing. And I think that the reason that you got this unexpected influences card here that has the meaning behind it of you are going to get news, but it's not going to be the news that it's going to be news you need, but not what you want. It's because things weren't timed quite right. Okay. So as you exercise patience and wait for the right time to jump on things, it's going to work its way out. Your general overall outcome is the Queen of Wands. This is a really positive card for you to end up getting at the end. It's about sharing the abundance that you have in your life. Sharing, actually, the word that came up for me is sharing your knowledge. Okay. So Leos, right now, you're being asked to share your knowledge. And I think that the move that I was talking about probably involves job or career and sharing your knowledge with regards to job or career. So wrapping everything up here for you, Leo, just reviewing it. The place that you're at right now, you are focused, you've got on the blinders a little bit. You're being asked to see things from a different perspective by getting this Hanged Man or the Awakening card. You're being asked to see things from a different perspective, clear up the karma in your life. And as you do, begin to take some more actions moving forward. This card with the intensity card, it's an actionable card. You're also being asked to apply that to this card, which is the karmic card. Clean up any karma that you may have out there. And share your knowledge around, share your abundance around. You know, obviously don't be sharing that which you don't have to share, but you know, the Queen of Wands is all about abundance. She shares with abandon, not worrying about what she has left in her coffers or doesn't have left in her coffers. So my Leo friends, begin to share your knowledge. It's not just about sharing money. It's not just about giving away financial wealth. It is about knowledge for you at this time. Okay, I'm just cleansing the cards and we're going to move into Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius, if you've used the timestamp to jump here, I apologize. I apologize for all of my surroundings. I apologize for the fact that I will have to bend over at least once or twice and pick up your cards off the floor because this desk is way too small. I should probably re-record the video, but I'm not going to. Let's get started. Where are you at now, Sagittarius? I am actually being called in two different directions. Where are the Sagittarius right now? All right. Just a reminder that I do leave all of the cards face down until I'm actually ready to read them. And that way I have the opportunity to move forward intuitively and psychically through your reading, potentially making predictions that the cards then confirm for us. All right. Where are the Sagittarius now? Where are you now? I was called towards this deck, so are we going to have a card come out? Yep, go. All right. Let's have a look at what the Sagittarius are focusing on right now. What are the Sagittarius focusing on? Early February, what is their focus? Early February, February 1st to the 15th, 2023. Like I said, I'm going to have to pick that up off the floor. Excuse me. All right, let's have a look at your difficult influences. Definitely going over to the fairy deck. I will have to pick these up off the floor too. They've been flying today. All right. Sagittarius, difficult influences for the Sagittarius. Early February 2021. 2023, there's one card. We didn't land on the floor. Is there anything else for Sagittarius? Nope. All right, so we've got two cards in your difficult influences. We're going to read that one first, that one second. Let's have a look at what makes sense for you at this time. What makes sense? Oh, there we go. Unexpected influences. Where are we going for unexpected influences? Back over to the fairies. Sagittarius. All right, there's one. Unexpected influences. Anything else? Oh. Right. And general overall outcome. We're going back over here to the purple deck. General overall outcome for Sagittarius. All right, you guys said you wanted to come out to play. What is the general overall outcome for Sagittarius? Early February 2023. There we go. Where are you at now? Gates of Triumph. Success expands in your life. Ooh, Sagittarius, what an exciting card. This is an amazing, awesome card. This is where you're at now, end of January 2023, moving into February 2023. This is what you are taking along with you. Gates of Triumph, success expands in your life. I do want to point out, however, with this card, this is not a card of, oh, this is just automatically going to manifest in your life. You will notice on this card that there is a gate. The gate is open. What do we have to do? We have to actually walk through it. It means that you still need to take some action with regards to whatever successes you are looking to manifest in your life. You do still have a couple of steps that you're going to have to take to actually get through this gate and out into this lovely area of light and colors and life. All right, let's have a look at what you are focusing on. Ooh, your focus for February 1st to the 15th, Sagittarius, is the Fool and the Queen of Wands. So the Fool card over here is about fun and folly and bringing childlike wonder into whatever it is that you're doing. You also have the Queen of Wands, which is the sharing card. She is a very generous queen. She shares with abandon, not worrying about what she has left in her coffer. I would like to point out that Sagittarius, your fellow fire sign, the Leos, had this card, the sharing card or the Queen of Wands, come up as their outcome card. So I think that we're going to see a few commonalities between the Leo reading and your reading, Sagittarius, because having similar cards come out like this or identical cards, as is this case, it's really, really unusual, especially considering I work with 5 decks out here in front of me. So the chances of this identical card coming out really, really rare. Okay, so Your focus right now is bringing fun and folly into that which you are doing this month, Sagittarius. This is also a card of new beginnings. So whatever success is beginning to expand in your life right now, Sagittarius, it is indicating some new beginnings for you, which is wonderful, which is going to be fun and exciting. But through those new beginnings, you're also being asked to share. I do want to say that unlike the Leos, with the Leos, I was seeing or sensing that the sharing that they were intended to do was a sharing of knowledge, which is not a bad thing. In Sagittarius, I would say that sharing of knowledge would be a good thing for you as well. But I am sensing or feeling that this sharing card is indicating more of a sharing of abundance, whether that be, you know, having meals with friends and sharing that loving, fun friendship, whether that be sharing food with those in need. All of those kinds of things is what I'm picking up for you right now. Sagittarius, let's have a look at your difficult influences. You have the Four of Wands and the the Four of Swords, which is the Four of Winter here. And you have the Nine of Wands, or the Nine of Spring. All right, so, okay. This is coming up in your difficult influences. Unfortunately, the Nine of Wands is all about protecting the fruits of your labors, preparing for possible challenges that lie ahead. This means that as much as you're focusing on sharing at this time, Sagittarius, you're also being told, maybe don't overshare. Okay. This Nine of Spring is basically saying don't overshare. All right. The Four of Swords is setting aside your concerns for now. So what this card is telling me is that because it's coming up in the difficult influences, this is indicating that you may be being a little bit impatient right now, Sagittarius. So for the beginning of February 2023, Sagittarius, as your difficult influences, don't overshare and practice patience. You got a little bit of impatience coming up here. So let's move on and have a look at this makes sense. The Medicine Mother, honoring your inner knowing. This card makes sense in your reading right now because you are being asked to bring in fun and folly. You do have the Fool here. You've got the sharing card. But in your difficult influences, you're being asked not to overshare. You're being asked to practice patience. Well, we know that the Fool seldom has patience, and we know that the Queen of Wands has a tendency to overshare. And in your difficult influences, you're being told, don't do those two things. So you do have this crazy duality and crazy being pulled in different directions here, Sagittarius. So it makes sense that you ended up with the Medicine Mother, who is calling you back to your inner knowing, calling you back to going within yourself and making decisions for yourself. Okay. If you are relying on a bunch of chatter from other people, they are unduly influencing you and the decisions that you might be making, right? And that's why you've got 4 cards in a row that have come out indicating being pulled in different directions. So honor your inner knowing. February 1st to the 15th, Sagittarius, go within, do a little bit more meditation. If you have a big decision to make, and I do want to say that there are some pretty big decisions coming up moving into March of 2023, those readings, even predictive readings that I've been doing for private clients, are getting a little bit wild and crazy. So Sagittarius, at this time in February, before we get into the more intense energies of March, you're being called to really, really concentrate on your medicine mother, on your own inner knowing, so that when the energies get more intense as we move a little bit deeper into 2023, it won't be a surprise to you, and you'll really be it will be much easier for you to tap into that inner knowledge. Let's have a look at unexpected influences. Two of Winter, also known as the Two of Swords. You've got a card of indecision and a card that is asking you to make decisions based on you. What did I say about 2 minutes ago? I said, you appear right now to have a lot of chatter. You've got a lot of stuff coming in from other people. You are being called to tap into your medicine mother. This card, Unexpected Influences, is saying, make the choice that's best for you rather than trying to please others. Are you listening to that chatter, or are you tapping into that medicine mother? This card is indicating that at the beginning of February 2023, there's going to be this duality going back and forth for you, Sagittarius. Going within, oh, I'm going to do this because I'm listening to my inner voice. Oh, but my friend said I should do that. There's going to be this back and forth. Tap into this. This is the much more important one to listen to. Your general overall outcome: rest, relax, watch the clouds, use your imagination. This makes sense, Sagittarius. If you've got all of this duality going on, you've got duality, you've got duality, you've got more duality going on, Sagittarius. The general overall outcome for you, February 1st to the 15th, is sit back, relax, go within, tap into your inner intuition, and get really, really deep into tapping into your intuition. Tap into that still small inner voice within yourself, Sagittarius. The lessons that you're learning right now, here at the beginning of 2023, are going to carry you through the rest of the year. And that big lesson that's coming up with these cards that have come out for you today is that you need to really, really get in the habit of tapping into your still small voice, the one that's yours. All right, so I'm going to leave that off. Thank you so much for joining me, Sagittarius. Greatly appreciate you being here. If any of this resonated with you and you appreciate this, please put a comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you, and we'll see you next month. No, we'll see you in a few weeks. We'll do another one of these in the middle of February. Take care.